It is Tuesday, 8:21. It's gonna be another warm day. I'm parked in what do you call it now? Well, Scrabo Country Park. It's not called Scrabo Country Park, the forest. It is Scrabo Country Park, but it's not Scrabo Country Park. We'll go out and find out the name. Oh no, well, you all ready? I hadn't planned coming here, but the other place I had planned going to was jam-packed. No chance of getting in there. See the heavy thing about here? Normally I would avoid going under trees. I would avoid going under trees when there's rain because you get those drops. There was no wind in the hand, so there shouldn't be much problem. See the birds on the trees in the morning? All the twigs coming down and banging. If you get a wee pebble, it sounds like a big boulder. You see all the wee, you see it here now, it's all these wee beads. See them wee things there? When one of them hits the roof is covered in them. You hear the noise of that, like? When it bangs on the roof of the caravan, it's banging all morning. I presume it was the birds trap. Let's stop, see it's all the wee red seeds. It's so annoying. This place here, there must have been a house of some kind here. I don't know what's from the house and what's from the war. I came in here last night. You come in, you see a pile of cars, you have to make a decision. So my decision was to turn left, and I came down here. You see that the cars are parked, but the other car park's nowhere. Look how low the branches are. The branches were crunching as I was going through in the caravan, and people were looking. There was quite a lot of people here, and one of the branches here sort of snapped. Like, what can you do? Like, what can you do? You know, that branch there, that's a proper thick branch, but it's not as high as the caravan. The caravan's higher than that branch, so the like these big things is alright. But the like of that big thing there, that's probably the one I broke off. So thing snapped. And then you go up up here, you go over the ramp, it doesn't help. So you've got the crunching, you've got the ramp, the caravan banging down after the ramp, and then wee short ramps. And look how narrow that car park is, and there was a car park to the other side as well, and I had to just snake through them. So there's no chance of stopping there. Didn't want to stop this side because the caravan's pointing uphill. If I stop where I came in, it's uphill. I need to be pointing downhill. So then I left the caravan parked up there, double parked, and I came down here and I walked, and I waited then till the car here moved. Once that car moved, that's the widest bit there to swing around. And I got parked in there for the night. See, that's the thing about wild camping, you just don't know. You don't know until you make that turn. And once you've made that turn, you're sort of stuck. Do you want to eat some grass, Willow? There's another car park up here, but they closed it. Why have they closed it? You know, everywhere's full. But they've managed to close this car park. Now, it must be like an overflow car park, but surely an overflow car park should be open now, and a heat wave, and everybody's coming out. There's a walled garden up here. This country park goes on the Scrabo Tower, but it's no good for prams or wheelchairs. Fit people come here, like, you can come here and you do the wee walks along the bottom. You go up that wee path there and you can walk along and come back the way you came. That's alright, you can go that, you know, but don't bother attempting to go up hills. There's a wee lake away out there as well, but it's down steps. So it's not one of the easiest parks to walk. But I'm saying, you go up here then, this is concrete, this car park. So obviously there's stuff in here, where it was World War II or what. This is all concrete. Whenever I see concrete in a forest park, it leads me to believe it's World War II. Because they threw concrete everywhere. It could have been the Americans or whoever. They did a lot of stuff in forest parks. You had these big houses, they could take over the big houses. And they made them the headquarters, all the big ones with stripes. They got in the big houses, and the other boys, they had wooden huts. And you see over here now, like, I say there's nothing to say the history of this place, but this is just in general. This is what happened in World War II, but you're not going to get many photographs because they wouldn't want the Germans getting them. See, that's a bit of a walled garden, so that could be a greenhouse there. or it could be a Nissan hut. So you see the walls would have been around here. There's the reinforced concrete there, like, see the bar? So you wouldn't normally have a bar and a greenhouse. So it could have been an old war hut. There's nothing to tell you. Bit of a walled garden. You don't get walled gardens by themselves. But I don't know anywhere where there would have been a house here. Hey, honey. Any grass any good for you to eat, is there? You find any? Wee puppy in there. I'm just looking, there's a lot of grass in there, you know. What's in that sign there, Willow? What's in that sign? Please keep all dogs who have used for picnics, educational visits. You're not allowed in there, Willow. I've never been in the walled garden before. About half of it's screened off. So there's nothing here, only a wall. But we've been in the garden. Well, I'm on this way, Pep. I do. Come on, Willow, you're not allowed in here. Well, what about this grass here? Just looking here, they did have fake hinges. There's the real hinge. There's the fake. But that's not the original door. They see they had expansion bolts on here, and that's not original. You're not far off the airfield here. So I'm sure it's not a big airfield. It was built by your boy Mount Stewart. Probably extended by the army. So you can see where they put the base in. Built the structure, and then they added the floor on next. Well, could be somewhere to keep it a wee cheap or something. Could have just been a wee garage. But the concrete's been added at different times. Well, I don't know. There's a wee bit of walls been along here. There's no sign of any toilets or nothing like that. No sign of drainage. Sometimes in the water ones you'd have drainage down the side, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is from the big house. There's drainage there. That's the thing there. See there? So the water ones you would have drainage like that. A wee bit of archaeology. Just a drainage like that, just get it away from the building. It's handy if Willow stays here. I'll just go and let Willow waddle about like that. I'm no rush to go anywhere. If she's happy waddling about. It's nice and cool here. Once we leave here, it's going to be hot. There's a wee path. Look at that there, look. See that there's all there. That there's stone. That must be. Is that a step or what is it? That must be just a step. Maybe that was a greenhouse, you know. But a wee bit of a path up here. A lot of times when you had greenhouses, you might have had a wee building nearby to heat the greenhouse. No fancy stones on the top of that wall. It's just a wee shortcut. He's eating grass now. You see how the wee trees are all numbered? They put wee number things on them. So somebody's got a wee catalogue somewhere. That wee tree there is supposed to be protected, but suppose a tree surgeon comes every year and makes sure it's not going to fall on somebody. They probably say tree number 2079 needs a wee trim. And you don't keep a wee eye on it. Willow's done a wee poo. That's not Willow's normal routine. She goes out of the house in the morning, she goes for a wee slow walk, has a wee bit of grass to eat and does a wee poo. And I've been shouting at this last lot of days because she's going on places she shouldn't be going. But then she hasn't been given a routine, you see. When you get up in the morning, you like a wee routine. Everybody likes a wee routine. And if I take her out and she doesn't poo 5 minutes and you walk a street and then she goes half an hour later, it's not really her fault. Another car coming in. I've walked this park many a time, but I started more interested now, where was the house? I've never looked for the house before. And you look around here, all the trees is pretty new. There's one old tree up there. And all these houses had trees, so I don't know if there's a house here or not. The house could have been on down. You know, walled gardens weren't always at the front door. But it's a pretty steep site. Where would you put a house on a steep site? But then, what's next door to here? Is there another private house that maybe the old house would have been there? Well, look, we'll sniff around and I'll have a wee nosy. Oh, see, there's a wee walk in there, like. I'll take a wee... How do I get the name of this forest? If you're looking for it, you type in Scrabo Country Park. That's what it brings you here. Because they're counting the Scrabo Tower and the trees is the one country park. But then that could be the same as Nest Wood and Irby Wood. They all caught Nest Wood now, but it was two separate woods. So it must be the same here. No height barrier. If you go up this Scrabo Tower, brilliant views, brilliant views. Kelly Neither Wood, Scrabo Country Park. Now we're not going out there, well, it's too dangerous. I have no problem bringing a caravan here, but it is a country road. It's a country road, like, but I'd bring my caravan here different times. If I go that way there, that brings you out on the Bangor to Belfast road, near Hollywood direction. So if I was going to Belfast now, I have a choice today now. I go on ahead and continue what I'm going to do, head that way around Northern Ireland, over by Castlewellan, or I give up, call it quits, too hot, head that way and go back to the Antrim Coast Road. Decision day today, pet, decision day. Come on, Wallow, this way. Wallow, come on. But they're saying now that the Antrim Coast is the Ulster heat up. There's a different one coming. Went to Tesco's yesterday to get ice. No ice. You know, if you can't even get ice, Tesco extra store. Now maybe a Tesco extra, but the place they had for ice in the freezer wasn't any extra big than it would be in a normal Tesco store, and there wasn't any there. And they always say these ice cream manufacturers check the weather. They pay big money to get the weather, to make sure they've got enough ice cream when the hot spells come. Well, the ice boys, they mustn't. There's no ice. Maybe there's no lorry drivers and anything to bring the ice over. But I'm sure there's plenty of local firms. Plus I work for them, makes their own ice. Get them a wee bagging machine, they can ship some to McCaughan, or some, they can ship some to Tesco's. Well, there's a wee path here, Pet. Want me to check this out? Well, do you want to check this out here, Pet? Maybe a wee bit of archaeology in here, Wallow. You don't know these things. Nice, there's a wee path in there. I want to see where this goes here. See, that's a pretty old tree there, like. There's a couple of old trees, but the majority of them aren't. If you take it, all these houses, they all had the roofs all taken off after World War II because of a new tax that came out, inheritance tax. And you had to pay a big inheritance tax. So what ones had to do, if you couldn't afford the inheritance tax, didn't want to pay it, you took the roof off the house. Once you took the roof off the house, didn't have to pay no tax on it. So all these big houses all fell to bits. 1950s, so roughly from 1950s to now, you're chatting 70 years. You look at a tree, is that tree over 70 years old? That tree was there when the house was there. See that one there? See, it's got its wee number on it. See, it's in the middle here, look, it's got its wee tag on it. That might be a wee original tree. Don't all have tags? I don't know why. Some do, some don't. Look, see some older trees over this direction here, you see. So this could be getting closer to where the house was. See, there's brilliant views here. So I stand a sense the house wouldn't be among trees. You think the house would want the view. There's a wire fence over there, that must be the boundary. But bear in mind, if there was a house here, that wouldn't be the boundary. The boundary would be miles away. Wouldn't it, honey? Oh, you like a wee sniff there, Willow? There's been other puppies up here today. Aye. Wee local puppies must come this way, pet. Something's making this wee path. Now, but even when the houses disappear, there's things left behind. Where do they get the water from? Stuff like that, like. So wee bits of infrastructure lying about. Bits of sheds and stuff like that. I have seen nothing over here, only for that walled garden. Well, that walled garden, I've never seen nothing here. Just taking our time today with Willow. Willow's enjoying herself. No point in rushing. Look at that wee fly there. Look at the colour of his wee body. He's not only a wee house fly, but look at the metallic anyway. His wee body's all metallic. Path must be up here now. Well, I can see the wee fence. It's just an old tree. All the older trees are here. There's a hole there for. Wouldn't have a sinkhole out here, would they? There's that much crap in the bottom. People have been chucking stuff in here, grass cuttings and everything. You see the ground sliding in? Is that a sinkhole? See the crack? The ground is going down the ways. That could be a sinkhole. All around the ground's gone down. Caving in. That might be a sinkhole there. Just slowly and slowly going down. Them airplanes probably from Belfast to the airport. I'm not far off it here. Well, a shortcut. Shortcut. I'll check this sinkhole out now from the other side. Car park's just down there. See, they've it all fenced off. They know there's something going on here themselves. They're tossing all the grass in that hole. That's what they're dumping all the grass that they cut. Don't know about the timber throwing everything in there. One of them big trees there is holding this piece together here. And that's a brave old tree. See, not everybody would see that sinkhole. Thing is, it's usually lime under the ground and the lime dissolves. So, I know, well, you're getting fed up. That's the boundary. And where you want to go now, pet? We're all fenced off in here. We shouldn't be in here, well. We're not supposed to be in here. Come on this way. I think they're trying to keep us away from the sinkhole. Come on this way again. I'm going to go to Austell this morning and see if they've got any ice. Back down in Newtownards. See, some videos can be exciting and some videos can show nothing. But exciting videos were nothing until something was happened. So you have to film nothing. And then if something happens, you have it. We'll do this easy path down here. Well, I don't think it's any point attempting to go up to the tower. You're just going to be sweltered. There's a quarter-mile walk from the car park to the tower. It's pretty steep uphill. Good tarmac path. And that's in that heat. Will not be able to do it. This area's been seeded for wildflower meadow and should not be disturbed. So you see, that's where we were. We could have walked in there, well, not to disturb it. Nah, but see, I knew there was something different about it. Let me turn back. Now see, a road like this here, this could have been an original lane going to a big house. And before I'd be going way up there, because I want to see the tower, we'll just go along the bottom road. Oh, she's going to stop you. You're going to stop, are you? You're going to stop? You not want to go down this way? Do you want to go up the hill? Well, she does it, we do it. She doesn't do it, we go somewhere else. You not want to go up the hill either? No, you've had enough. Okay. And she wants to go, we go. I wouldn't force her to do this park, it's a hard one. No streams in it. The best country park in Northern Ireland is Roe Valley Country Park in Limavady. She never wants to walk it, but it's the best park you can go to. Plenty of water and everything. It's in 3 different parts, and each part's different. You got the bit where the cafe everybody goes, which is at least a wee bit of history on it. Oh, she wants to go where the dogs are not allowed to go. See, that's where she goes, because there's ones that have picnics in here. She's done her poo now, so she should be alright. Must be going to that there with wildflowers. See, I think the wildflowers coming up now. There's the wildflowers coming. There's wee poppies there, I know, and the wee yellow ones. But see, that's, I mean, them ones have been seeded. I suppose the wildflowers had to be seeded to begin with because they've been here in generations. But I wonder now, once they're seeded, do they come every year? Look, there's a wee gate down there, you see? See what I mean? There we get down there. You'd think you'd even have a wee gardener's cottage here. This garden didn't look after itself. See them bangers? Last time I was up here with Shadow, I never got staying. Terrified of the bangs. Came on this way and I'd leave right away. See that tree there, that's the one you get at a country estate. If you had a country estate, you had to buy a bag of these seeds here. It's the only place you get them. That's the one of the smallest ones I've seen. They're not huge. And you see, there's an original gate there. I'm not sure there's gates on the original, but there's how they put them on. See them hinges there going into the wall? That wasn't a wee long bar. That hinge was like a Y shape. If you cut that top off, that metal bar will go out that way and go out that way like a Y. And that's how it's scripted on. You cannot pull that out without pulling the whole border out. So that one on the bottom's been changed for some reason. I don't know. It was double hinge, double gates at one time. All the double gates, that's the same type of hinge. No, it's a different type of hinge altogether. So the gate's been changed. One time went from one way, one time went the other way. You'll find now if you take off that boulder, she's not going straight in, she's going a Y shape. Oh no, honey. What's that wee ancient thing there? That's a brave old wee catch there. When have that done? The wee blacksmith, how do you make all them things? Oh, we've never been down here, Willow. We'll go around the wee circle, we'll not go too far. Come on, we'll stay in the flat, we're not climbing no big hills. Well, let's give it a bit of history. You know, this actual path is the path they would have walked. Would it be the gardener or would it be the ones in the house? You're more beautiful than you know. The problem is a lot of people know they're beautiful and they turn out to be right bitches because of it. That didn't go too far, did it? We're not going to find no more evidence, Willow. Oh, a swarm of flies in there, you hear the hum. I have done the woods over the years and I've never seen no evidence of a house. Now there's only one other thing. How now I think about it, the Scrabo golf club up there. All these big houses, land would take them golf clubs. The house could have been up there. Well, it's a long way off the walled garden, but that's possibly where they would have had a house, and that's why we haven't seen nothing of a house. But why put a walled garden so low down? And it could be that up there is too exposed. Maybe there's vegetables in there rather than an ornamental garden. Look at wee puppy's wall. See this couple of paths here, not too steep. You could walk down a couple, but they're too wide and boring out in the pit. Hey pup, hey pup. How you doing? I was chatting there to another dog walker, and this killie, whatever this wood is, killie, there is a house, and the house is still there, and it's still private, but it's quite a bit away from here. So this would have been part of their grounds originally. It's on the way down towards the Belfast direction. So next time I'm going that way, I must keep an eye out for a big house, but it probably won't be near the roadside anyway. I always want to weigh wall garden so far out. Well, maybe it's just vegetables or something, and that's the piece of ground where it grew better. Although it's all trees around there now, it might not have been all trees around there when they built the wall garden. I think we're going to head now, Willow. We're going to head. I'll get into Austell and get some of this ice. We need ice. We need ice. All I'm using is a 12 volt cool box. 12 volts useless. You need the ice. A bag of ice I keep it cold for 2 days, but I'd maybe tempted now to buy 2 bags of ice if it's going to be a short supply. If I get a couple of bags, I'm going to buy 2 bags. The only disadvantage with ice, it melts and leaves water in the bottom of the box. It doesn't matter if you're cans of lemonade and stuff, but you wouldn't want an open bag of oven chips or something, or sandwiches. So what I think I'll do from now on, the ice definitely works. This is really hot weather and the ice is working. I'm going to try and get a waterproof bag. Sometimes you get waterproof bags for mobile phones and stuff like that, but get a bigger version. So when I buy a bag of ice, I can put the ice in it. And then even when the ice melts, because even melted water is still cold. The water could be 1 degree. And I dumped water yesterday that was cold, thinking I was going to get a bag of ice to replace it. So I'll clean the box out, emptied the water out, go into the store, no ice. So the only thing I have now is a bag of oven chips. That's the one. See a stick coming down, see that wee bird? That bird came down there, and that stick fell off the tree, and that's what you get in caravans there. When you see the size of the stick that bird knocked down, and the noise of it. It broke. That stick came down off the tree, and that bird. And when that hits a caravan roof, wakens you up.